Of my 2019 wrap up. I figured I might as well start this as I don't know, it's March and I've been hunting almost every day. So these are some of the buttons that I found this year. Um, Turn my little Canada one back upside right. This one I found with my friend Kevin Flynn very early on in the year. And another Canada one, military button. Don't get too many military buttons. These buttons are like 1950s style. So you've seen that guy. This is an underwear button from Men's Underwear 1840s. It has words on it that you can identify it. Sorry, I can't blow it up. This is just a flat button. I thought it was a shotgun shell when I found it because of the back bump, but it's not. It's actually just a flat button, but from the 1800s. Kind of cool. This one is a preacher's button. Put it up on ID Me. The guys went crazy for it. The company, don't know if you'll be able to see this, but the company that this was made from went under, and then they tried to restart back up in the 1870s, and were only open for 3 years until they went under again. And they made buttons for all kinds of different things, but this is a button for a preacher. The permission that I have is right beside a church, so I get a lot of that type of stuff. This is a button from Canada Militia, 1858. It's a button that has the back thingy here that can move around. And this is just that piece, that back piece, that they were able to get more buttons into a package by having it so that that could move around. That's a button found in Niagara on the lake from a woman's undergarment from the 1700s. One of my oldest buttons found last year, and this one goes into the pile of stuff from like 1950s type stuff. So a lot of my other buttons you'll see in the box that I made for this year. So the next we'll do the clad pile from this year. So we have piles of $10 there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. These are 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 90, $94. This is $5 piles, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 75. Nickels is $5. Dimes are $10. So 60, 34, quarters, 33.75, dimes, $10, $5 in nickels. American, I have $4.15. Pennies, 7 pounds, 3 ounces. So, I don't even count my pennies. I never add them up. That's all the pennies I dug. It's 7 pounds of pennies. These are older 1959 and older Canadian pennies, and then 59 and older wheat pennies, and I think I got them backwards. I think that's the Canadian. These guys are the wheats. Yes, that's the wheats. So the wheats were the first ones, and 7 pounds of pennies. I don't know what that is. I don't care. So total $151.05 this year dug in clad. And I count on my clad. I'm not a wealthy man. A friend of mine told me that if you keep all your clad, collect it for about 5 years, every 5 years you can buy a new machine out of the change that you dug. So that's how I do my clad. I keep it until 5 years, and then I'm going to go out and buy a new machine and pay for it with change. So next we'll do a little bit of the, I don't know, junk bling that you find. It's all good stuff. I like finding any of it. Some of the toys. So, little fish there. That was really fun to find. I think it might be like a game piece. I don't know what kind, but that's what I think it is. Dog tags and lots of those types of things. And bundle rings, I guess that's what it's called. Fits the 2 fingers in the middle, called a bundle. And just a lot of little different trinkets and toy rings and stuff like that that you get. It's all fun. So next, another tray of stuff. So whenever you're digging in a hole and you're finding lots of toys, look around for marbles. Not going to ring up on metal detecting. This is an old one. It's from like the 1930s type idea. These ones are 50s and 60s. But that I had no idea what that is. Nobody's ever been able to tell me. Might be a hinge off of a gate or something, but I don't know. I use it a lot. Warthog, plain, kind of cool. Little dart. Some bullets. This is actually a lifetime membership pin for the Red Cross. This is from World War One. Found this about 12 inches down using my Garrett AT Pro, and just a little tiny. It's sterling silver, and that's a lifetime membership pin if you're in the Red Cross. That's super cool. And this is some of the. These are just the bullets. I think that's just like deer slug and stuff like that. I have lots of the bullet type stuff that you find. And I don't know if this thing's blurry or my eyes are, but these things, oh, I had a hell of a day. I found about 20 of these. They're about the size of a fish scale, Canadian nickel, and they're stainless steel little rings. And they rang up on my machine, and every time I found one, I thought it was going to be a fish scale. I have yet to find one. Never have found a fish scale. Another musket ball there's another one. These are from pistols, the smaller guns. So some more stuff. This is 33 of these pencil ends. And anybody who metal detects knows these things are a pain in the ass, and the machines love them. They just scream when you get those. And then zipper pulls. This is a wallet I found. Found it in a park, quite deep. These are the pictures and the folders. That's a social insurance card. This is a flint for Zippo lighters. And if you look this style up, this is from 1973, and I figure that's about the same time that the wallet was lost. And there's the wallet. I tried to find the owners, and the man died 4 years ago. I would have loved to have returned it to him. I think it would have been a blast. I tried to contact his family, and they just wanted to know if there was any cash left. What rang up was this thing, and that's the Ontario Association of Architects, which he was. And I found quite a bit of information about him, but that's the thing that rang up. I guess this has some metal backing to it or something like that. Kind of a different thing. If you check out my YouTube videos, you'll find the video where I found the wallet. It was fun. So the next stuff I'll do is, I found 86. This is pump style organ reed from the 1800s. And I found 86 of these in one hole. They weren't touching each other. It took me 45 minutes of digging them all up. I was actually starting to cramp my legs being knelt down for so long. This was at one of my permissions. Oh, there's one of those ones again. So, and then I found a bunch of these. This is accordion reed. You know it's an accordion reed because the bellows have to go in both directions. One's going one way, and then you turn it around, it goes the other way. And then just the one harmonica reed. Now, for a scale, this is 2019. All that I found, and that was such a fun day. Let's see if I can find last year's. This is why this is such a. I have no space. This is all I found of those last year. That's all of last year, 2018, and that's this year's. A few more. So this is some of the big iron stuff. We all find big iron stuff. I've got a ton of it more over on the far side. And like I say, we all find this stuff. Lots of big iron. But some of these pieces are kind of interesting. This still has the wood attached to it, and hook. So I don't know. I just can picture that inside some barn hooked onto a beam overhead and hanging something. from it. And then the old wrench. This is from a wagon. This is part of the rain tree. This went on the pole that went alongside of the all the horses, and then the reins went through. That's the rain guide thing. These, you find a lot of these in farm fields. This is from the plow. Sorry, I forgot the name of that type of plow. But you find lots of all the same. Ring up really good. This was a really ornate piece. Actually, I've never figured out what this was. I think it is a gas light mount for the wall mount. And I think that would have had the arm come up to the gas light. I think. I don't know. Anyways, this will do it for this video, and now we move on to the rest of the stuff.